asking for this fight for a minute, too. He got it. He trying to make me out of a bad guy. Yes, I'm starting to dislike him. Just off the fact that he's fake.
Gervonta Davis has just sent a brutal knockout warning to Floyd Mayweather, and it's sending the entire fight world into a frenzy. Yep, you heard that right. After the recent fallout in their bizarre relationship, it's really no surprise that it has come down to this. But let's just imagine for a minute Tank Davis versus Money Mayweather. Come on, you just know it's set to be one for the books and it's gonna shock the fight world to its core. Now there's a lot to consider while analyzing the possibility of this bout, but you can just take Gervonta's word for it. He's got his heart set on fighting Mayweather, and you know when Davis wants something, he just gets it. Mayweather and Davis's relationship went sour when Tank decided to step away from Floyd's promotion, and it left a lot of bad blood between the two. Floyd has been Gervonta's mentor for the longest time, so watching him walk away just didn't sit right with the boxing legend, especially when he had a whole future in the game planned out for him. Mayweather had gone on about how he wanted Gervonta to follow in his footsteps and retire undefeated just like him. But let's be honest, Davis's career was on the road to ruin with Mayweather's promotion. Yeah, he was fighting poor opposition like Rolly Romero and washed-up fighters like Yuriorkis Gamboa and Leo Santa Cruz. Now let's be honest, Gervonta Davis versus Floyd Mayweather is a fight that wasn't in any of our cards, but I'm not complaining. It's almost greedy for the fight world to even ask for this one after the amazing year we've had. Oh yeah, 2023 saw some of the best boxing fights of the decade. Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford, Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia, Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou, and now Tank Davis versus Floyd Mayweather. That's like cherry on top, isn't it? Gervonta Davis set the record straight when he said he wanted to face Mayweather in the ring. Tank Davis said he wants to show the fight world who the king of the ring really is. And hear me out, one of the boxing world's biggest questions for the past few years has been whether Gervonta will be able to take down Floyd in the ring. So it's time these two finally settle the score, right? Plus, I think Gervonta knows everything he needs to know to come out on top against Floyd. After all, it was the boxing legend himself who showed Gervonta the way around in a ring. Their on and off relationship has been one of the fight world's favorite feuds, because there's nothing fans love more than two of the best boxers on the planet absolutely trashing each other. Remember when Gervonta was frustrated last year because Mayweather's promotion wasn't putting in the work to get the boxer a fight with Ryan Garcia? Well, it was around the same time Tank Davis posted a picture of Floyd Mayweather in panties on his Instagram. And even though the boxer deleted it soon after, it was clear that it was just another one of his petty attempts with Ryan Garcia soon after walking away from Mayweather Promotions, and that pissed Mayweather even more. But even with all that beef between the two, there was no hope of them stepping into the ring together. It takes a lot for us to picture these two superstars putting on gloves against each other, and the biggest turndown for the fight everyone's been avoiding is the fact that Mayweather is long retired. But hey, just because Mayweather stepped away from his pro boxing career doesn't mean he hasn't been putting on gloves every now and then. The newer generation knows Mayweather as a legend who's got all his focus on exhibition matches, going after MMA stars and YouTubers. Get this, there's a high chance Mayweather might come out of retirement for this one. Floyd, making a comeback in pro boxing, has been making many rounds on the internet, and the fight world is all here for it. It all started when Money Mayweather put out a statement saying he'd come out of retirement to fight Terrence Crawford if he came out on top against Errol Spence Jr. And guess what happened? Terrence Crawford schooled Errol in the ring, which can mean only one thing: Floyd's got to come out of retirement now. This was confirmed by none other than Gervonta Davis's coach, Calvin Ford. Ford said, "The question is Floyd going to come out of retirement and fight Crawford?" I remember a statement where he said that if Terrence beat Spence, then he would come out of retirement. He added, "That's a good one because you've got the old great against the new great. The pay-per-views would be stupid." Now, if Floyd can come out of retirement for Terrence, he can for sure do the same for Gervonta. Terrence has just joined the big leagues in boxing, and our guy Gervonta has been reigning for years. Even Money Mayweather revealed that he's considering it. Now that's a very risky move on his part. Keep on, this guy retired undefeated, and that's not something you can say for a lot of boxers. Mike Tyson predicted the same for Gervonta Davis. After Gervonta took down Ryan Garcia in the ring with a 7-round KO, Tyson revealed that he was set to face the same fate as his mentor Floyd. And we don't take Mike Tyson's words lightly around here, do we? If there's anyone who knows the ring better than anyone, it's Iron Mike. Tyson was questioned as to whether Davis could follow in the footsteps of Mayweather and retire from boxing unbeaten. He responded, "There's a great possibility that's true." Now, if they face each other in the ring, then one of their legacies is about to take a hit, because they'll step in undefeated, but only of them will step out with that title. Davis believes it's going to be him, and he's young too, and that'll give him a lot of advantage in the ring. A fight between a 28-year-old and a 46-year-old barely makes sense in the sport of boxing, but it's nothing we haven't seen before. Plus, the boxing world has been all about new things lately, and it's full of surprises. There are still many other things to consider, and just because Mayweather is way past his prime, old and unretired, doesn't mean we can undermine his mad skills. Let's not forget that he mentored Gervonta, so if anyone knows his weaknesses in the ring, it's him. And that's enough for him to take advantage of, right? Then comes the size difference too, and that gives Gervonta the edge over Mayweather. Mayweather is generally smaller in terms of height and weight compared to Gervonta Davis. Mayweather, during his boxing career, competed in various weight classes, but he is known for being a smaller fighter. Money Mayweather's always one to share his 2 cents on who he wants Gervonta to fight next. Even though he's not his mentor anymore, he still wants to see Gervonta take down the best of the best. Yet we never saw him take his own name. Floyd mentioned Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and they were all in our cards. But Mayweather? Didn't see that coming. It's worth mentioning, though, that there's no word on this matchup from Floyd's side. Yeah, it's mostly been Gervonta Davis who's been firing shots at Mayweather, challenging him to a fight in the ring and sending brutal KO warnings. Now Mayweather's all about fights that'll bring him big bucks. And Gervonta is a big PPV star, so one can only imagine how a fight will send the PPVs shooting through the roofs. This isn't one Mayweather can let slip by. He wants to cash as many big paychecks as he can before he says goodbye to the ring for good. And if you really think about it, this is his opportunity to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Come on, a fight with Gervonta Davis and one with Terrence Crawford? Coming out of retirement and risking his undefeated title is a small price to pay for that. He'll just have to put himself through some insane training to make sure he has a good grip on the perfect 0 on his record. Terrence and Gervonta are both undefeated too, which will make both these fights bigger than we can imagine. It won't be long before we get a response on Gervonta's warning, and fans are hoping it'll be one that'll make this matchup see the light of day. Now, the fight world is a little divided on this one because many fans think Floyd coming out of retirement now doesn't make any sense. But there are many more who are in favor of it. I guess we'll have to see how it plays out. Do you want to see these two step into the ring together? Make sure to let us know in the comments below. So there you have it, Fight World. That's all I have for you today. Make sure to like this video, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace out.